Oh my god! No! Our dog. My voice sounds like a man. You're a man? No, my voice. No! Oh my god!
Before Camila Cabello would break free from Fifth Harmony and release her debut solo LP, The Hurting, with singles Crying in the Club and Havana. Before Camila would clock in over 12.5 million followers on Instagram, before she would collaborate with G-Eazy, Lele Pons, Ty Dolla $ign, Young Thug, Cashmere Cat, Pitbull, J Balvin, and Machine Gun Kelly. She was romantically linked to Shawn Mendes and Austin Mahone, before Camila would become the #1 most listened to female artist on Spotify and would be ranking in the number 11 spot worldwide as of October of 2017. Camila first found success with Fifth Harmony, but like most manufactured girl and boy groups, there's always a standout star who typically breaks away from the pack. After 4.5 years working with Fifth Harmony, Camila announced her exit in December of 2016. Her reasoning behind the decision we will get to a little later in this video. What's amazing about this young girl's journey is what she's overcome. But she had to fight tooth and nail with tears in her eyes, begging Simon Cowell just to audition.
And so he was like, oh yeah, for sure, you can audition. And I turned over to the executive producer and I was like, don't, like, see? He's Simon Cowell and he's telling me I can audition.
Prior to all this, she moved to America with her mother with nothing but a few $100s and the clothes on their backs. Today, she's risen to the top of Hollywood, is rubbing shoulders with A-listers, and she's achieved the American dream. Boom! Good for her. This is like one of the best before their famous stories. Like, for real. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Camila Cabello prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, you guys requested this video. In fact, one subscriber by the name of Doc Knight, he wrote under my video for Book, do Camila Cabello, she is the most requested celebrity by me and a few others. You do this piece of shit who is famous for stealing food in fast food restaurants. And sometimes you guys crack me up. Boom got over 1 million views though, bro! Anyway, I do read all your comments, so keep them coming, turn on your notifications, let me know who's next. Now let's jump into this bio.
Skies are crying, I am watching, catching teardrops in my hands.
Camila Cabello Estrabo was born on March 3rd, 1997 in the small fishing village of Cojmar located in eastern Havana, Cuba. Her mother, Sinju Estrabo, is Cuban and her father, Alejandro Cabello, is Mexican. Hence, the family would move between Havana and Mexico City during Camila's early years. She also has a younger sister, Sofia, 11 years her junior. She grew up listening to tunes of Latin singers like Alejandro Fernandez and Celia Cruz. Now, if you guys are from Latin America or speak Spanish, we actually have a second channel that's partnered with this channel that makes all these videos in Spanish. So you can go over there and hit subscribe and stop giving Ayla a hard time. Everyone thinks she's copying me, we work together. Okay, be sure to check that out. When Camila was 6 years old, her mother told her that she was going to take her on a trip to Disneyland. She packed a little backpack with her Winnie the Pooh journal and a doll, and her and her mother crossed the border from Mexico into the US. For the time being, her dad remained back home. Camila has since talked about this experience, stating, I was born in a country where the roads are almost as broken as the hopes of the people. We left them with only the clothes on our backs to come to a land where we only knew the word yes and no. We built a new life from the ground up in hopes of getting opportunities to be the people we couldn't be in our own country. At the US border, her and her mother were placed in a tiny waiting room with 2 other families for an entire day. After waiting in anticipation, Border Patrol came into the room and granted Camila and her mother entry. She describes this experience stating, the room burst with joy, everybody around me clapping and hugging and screaming and crying, and me yelling out, yay! We're all going to Disneyland! From there, her and her mother got on a Greyhound bus headed for Miami, which took 36 hours. They had contacts in the Latin community who first took them in. While her mother, who was a certified architect back in Cuba, she got to work at Marshall's in the shoe department, and she would take English classes at night. Lo and behold, her hard work paid off, and eventually she made contacts with Cubans who ran an architecture firm in Miami. For her job interview, her mother was asked if she knew how to use AutoCAD, which is a complex form of software for architecture work, and she had no idea. Back home, she used a paper and pen. But she lied and said she did, and she eventually went and taught herself how to use it, and then she got the job. Soon her mother was earning enough that her and Camila could move out into their own apartment. At school, Camila was asked if she knew how to speak English. She was too embarrassed to admit that she couldn't, but she managed to say, "Yeah, I speak English," so she never ended up taking ELL classes. Instead, she picked up English really early through watching television and cartoons. After a year and a half in the States, her father finally joined them. Camila stated, "He went through such a hardship to cross the Mexican border and had it harder than my mom and I did, literally risking his life for his family to physically make it here." The first job her father worked was as a car washer at Dolphin Mall, and you know how shit this job can be.
I said fuck you and your eyebrows. Wipe down this.
Slowly but surely her parents kept working up the ladder, and today they own their own construction company which they operate together. Growing up, Camila, she had so little that she was told to focus on her studies, that she would one day have to get a scholarship so she could go to college, and she had dreams of becoming a dentist. She also had some insecurities about her voice while she was growing up.
Oh, my voice! No! Oh my god! No! Her voice sounds like a man! It's cracking!
Did that kid just say McCrudden? Can we roll that again?
It's cracking!
After school, young Camila would lock herself in her room singing High School Musical, karaoke, and watch One Direction videos. If anyone asked her to sing in public, well then she would break down in tears.
Running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side.
For high school, she attended Miami Palmetto High School, where she had a crush on an older boy.
It was my freshman year of high school and he was a sophomore and he didn't even look at me, but the other day he texted me and he was like, "Hey, I actually really liked you like all this time."
It was during her freshman year at the age of 15, Camila told her parents that all she wanted for her birthday was to audition for X Factor. She still had yet to ever sing publicly, but who was her mom to hold her back? I mean, her mom was a fake it till you make it kind of person. So Camila booked an audition with the producers in Florida and was told she could be an alternate if she traveled all the way to North Carolina. What's an alternate, you ask?
An alternate, which means that you're not guaranteed a spot to audition in front of the judges.
After 2 days of being bumped, young Camila broke down crying as she was told there was no time for her to audition. It was just by chance that Simon Cowell walked backstage and she pleaded with him to let her audition, and then she was able to get in front of the judges on the final day.
I came out there and I was like, did that just happen?
Unfortunately, Camila was eliminated during the boot camp portion of the show, but Simon Cowell decided to pull an old fast one and align 5 solo singers together like he had done before with One Direction. Camila, Ali Brooke, Normani Cordy, Lauren Jarugi, and Denai Jane were all brought back on the show initially under the name Lilas. Then they switched their name to 1432 or 1432 before being named by the audience as Fifth Harmony. They finished in 3rd place, but not all hope was lost. They got signed by their mentor Simon Cowell to his record label Seco Music in a joint deal with fellow judge L.A. Reid's label Epic Records. From there, the girls, they got to work. Camila was involved in the release of 2 albums and went on various tours. In the meantime, she separated herself from the others, finding independent opportunities, working with Shawn Mendes in I Know What You Did Last Summer and Machine Gun Kelly in Bad Things. On December 18, 2016, the group announced Camila's departure, and she told Rolling Stone magazine, "The songs were mostly written by other people." She recalled, "It was a 2-week process to make Fifth Harmony albums. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, it's just not for me." That same year, she also found time to finally make a trip to Disneyland. As for Fifth Harmony, well, they told their fans that they are now the 5th members of the group, which I find a little cheesy. As for the rest of the story, well, that's pretty much it because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. Be sure to hit subscribe, leave a like, share this video with any fans of Fifth Harmony or Camila Cabello, and let me know who's next in the comments down below. Now, if you guys are from Latin America or speak Spanish, we actually have a second channel that's partnered with this channel that makes all these videos in Spanish. So you can go over there and hit subscribe and stop giving Ayla a hard time. Everyone thinks she's copying me. We work together. Okay, be Be sure to check that out.
Hola, mi nombre es Ailed y esto es Antes de que fueran famosos, documentando la vida y carrera de J Balvin antes de la fama. José Álvaro Osorio Balvin nació en Medellín, Colombia, el 7 de mayo de 1985. Fue criado en una familia acomodada, ya que su padre, José Álvaro Osorio, era un exitoso hombre de negocios con un doctorado en marketing internacional y contaba con su propia compañía de distribución. Y su madre, Alba Mary Balvin, es ama de casa, pero estudió la carrera de medicina, aunque nunca ejerció. La carga de trabajo y la desgastada relación con su papá terminaron sumergiéndolo en una terrible depresión. J Balvin ha dicho que gracias a la depresión bajó de peso, tenía ataques de pánico y llegó a pensar en quitarse la vida.